Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let us learn with
Abdullah
A.N. Yusuf, Surah Al-Quraish. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف.
The Quraysh should be grateful and worship the Lord of the Kaaba alone.
First paragraph, central subject. The Quraysh should be grateful and worship the Lord of Kaaba alone.
First paragraph, verses 1 to 2. The blessing of the business trips of Quraysh is because of being the custodian of Kaaba. What custodian? Honor of Kaaba.
Second paragraph. The Quraysh should give up idol worship and worship only the Lord of Kaaba.
Quraysh tribe. Meaning, it is a great grace and protection from Allah, from the taming of the Quraysh, and with all those Allah's grace and protection for their taming, because the Quraysh caravan to set forth safe in winter, to the south, and in summer, to the north without any fear. So let them worship Allah, the Lord of this house, the Kaaba and Makkah. He who has fed them against hunger and has made them safe from fear.
I didn't understand anything what you read. You have something in your mouth, Yusuf? Eh? So why then we cannot understand? Abdullah, you have something in your mouth? Okay, just read clearly. Can you read clearly?
It is a great grace.
Stop after every verse.
Allah for the taming of the Quraysh. 2. And with all those Allah's grace and protections for their taming, we caused the Quraysh caravans to set forth safe in winter to the south and in summer to the north without any fear. So let them worship Allah, the Lord of this house, the Kaaba in Mecca. He who has fed them against hunger and has made them safe from fear.
Name Quraysh. Name taken from verse 1 where there is a mention of the word Quraysh. لإيلاف Quraysh, for the accustomed security of the Quraysh. English name Quraysh tribe. Chapter number 106. Surah Quraysh, total verses
4.
Surah Quraysh, total words
17.
Total unique words without repetition
16.
Total letters.
77.
There's something in your mouth.
Revelation period.
Meccan, approximately 610 to 615 AD.
Main characters.
God, Quraish, an Arab tribe.
Quraish main topics.
A brief account of God's blessings on the tribe of Quraysh where Muhammad was, was born. They should be thankful to God for protecting them from hunger and fear.
This surah has 4 verses. It takes its name from verse 1. The Ilafi Quraysh. For the accustomed security of the Quraysh. Where the word Quraysh, meaning Quraysh tribe, appears. This surah was revealed in Mecca, most probably during the early days of Muhammad's proclamation of his prophethood. The previous Surah Al-Fil and this surah so closely related that perhaps it was revealed immediately after Al-Fil. Some traditions state that some of the companions of Prophet ﷺ regard the two surahs as one entirety. They say that in the Quran, copy belonging to Hadrat Ubay bin Ka'b, these were written as one surah without the insertion of the Bismillah between them. Furthermore, as per tradition, Umar bin Khattab had once recited the two surahs as one in the prayer.
This surah gives a brief account of God's blessings on the tribe of Quraysh, where Muhammad was born. It was the ruling tribe of Mecca. They were the custodians of the Kaaba, and their primary profession was trading. But the most significant gift was Kaaba, the house of the Lord. People from all over the world would come to visit it. Quraysh had a lot of respect, prominence, and power at that time. Also, it is a source of significant income through pilgrims. Surah Al-Fil describes how God saved the Kaaba from destruction, while Surah Quraysh describes the favors of God, Lord of the House, on Quraysh. It has also been said that the meaning of Ilafi is what Quraysh would gather during their winter and summer journeys to Yemen, Syria, respectively, and return to their city in safety due to the respect that the people had for them because they were the residents of Allah's sanctuary. To
Detailed idea of background of Quraysh, please read. There are two links available here, Muhammad's family and background.
Hashim bin
Manaf.
and Abdul Muttalib bin Hashim.
Yeah. If you click on these, then you can go to those stories if you want to hear. Okay, move forward.
as the Quraysh become accustomed, the word ilaf, as used in the original, is from alf, which means to be habituated
And
habituated and accustomed to
remove
be
from your hand
united
something.
after
Your idol.
breaking up and to adopt something as a habit. About the lamb that is prefixed to ilaf,
Hey,
some
use it.
Arabists
Here, use. Yeah, here. Use the ends for
some Arabists have expressed
not playing with them.
the opinion that it is to express surprise and wonder. Thus, li'ila fi Quraysh, it means how surprising is the conduct of Quraysh. It is only by virtue of Allah's bounty that they are reunited after their dispersion and have become accustomed to the trade journeys which have brought them their prosperity. And yet from Allah's worship and service they are turning away.
This is the opinion of whom?
This is the opinion of Akhfash, Kisra, and Farah. And holding this opinion something after Islam, the same thing itself is regarded as sufficient to show that the attitude and conduct a person has adopted in spite of it. It is surprising and amazing. On the contrary, Khalil bin Ahmad Sibawai and Zamakhshari
The Makhshari.
say that this is Lam of Tulil and it relates to the following sentence.
Following sentence.
Following sentence. فَلَيَعْبُدُ رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ
فَلْيَعْبُدُوا.
فَلْيَعْبُدُ رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ, which means Allah's blessings on the Quraysh are countless, but if for no other blessing, they should worship Allah at least for this blessing, but that by His bounty they become accustomed to the trade journeys. For this by itself is indeed a great favor of Allah to them. That is accustomed to their journeys in the winter and the summer.
That is
the trade journeys in summer. The Quraysh traveled northward to Syria and Palestine, for they are cool lands, and in winter southward to Yemen, for they are warm. So they should worship the Lord of this house. This house, the Holy Kaaba. The sentence means the Quraysh have attained to this blessing only by virtue of the house of Allah. They themselves acknowledge that the 360 idols which they worship are not its Lord, but Allah alone is its Lord. He alone saved them from the invasion of the army of elephants.
him alone they had invoked for help against Abra's army.
Him alone they had invoked for help against Abra's army. It was his house that the keeping of which enhanced their rank and position in Arabia. For before that they were dispersed and commanded no position whatever like the common Arab tribes. They too were scattered fractions of race. But when they rallied round his house in Mecca and began to serve it, they became honorable throughout Arabia, and their trade caravans began to visit every part of the country fearlessly. Therefore, whatever they have achieved, it has been possible only by the help of the Lord of this house. Therefore, they should worship Him alone.
So, previous little bit, if you want try to understand, did you understand? Arab tribes, they were scattered around all Arab. They have tents and living here and there. Okay, but because of the custodian of the Kaaba, because these Arab guys, they started looking after Kaaba. So because of that, Allah gave them protection. Nobody was allowed to attack them. Even Abra attacked, and you know what happened to him?
Died. Stone.
What happened to him? Okay, baked clay, stone of baked clay, okay, thrown by the birds, and then he was perished, and all 60,000 of the army, without help of any one human even. Not a single person fought in this, okay? So Allah protected them because they are taking care of the house of Allah. Okay, they were taking care of the house. Not because there are, say, 60 idols there, but because of Allah only. Okay, and now, الذي يطعمهم
الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف.
Allah fed them against hunger and made them secure against fear.
Yeah, the hint implies that before the Quraysh came to Mecca, they were scattered in Arabia and living miserable lives. Okay, not good. I mean, very, very bad kind of life. They don't have things to eat, nothing to drink, nothing to wear, no clothes, all troubles. Okay, so they were living a miserable life. After their gathering together in Mecca, they began to prosper, and the Prophet Ibrahim's prayer for them was literally fulfilled when he had prayed, Lord, I have settled some of my descendants in a barren valley near the sacred house. Lord, I have done this in the hope that they will establish Salat there. So turn the hearts of the people towards them and provide fruits for their food. Okay, Surah Ibrahim, verse 37. So this was the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam, that he placed some of his descendants, some of his family members, which is Ismail and his wife Hajra there. Okay, and because of the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam, so they secure against fear. What is the meaning of secure against fear? Secure from the fear from which no one anywhere in Arabia was safe. There was no settlement anywhere in the country, the people of which could sleep peacefully at night, for they feared an attack anytime from any quarter by some unknown enemy. No one could step out of the bounds of his tribe for fear of life or being taken prisoner and made a slave. No caravan could travel safely from fear of attack or without bribing influential chiefs of the tribes on the way for safe conduct. Okay, there was very difficult for other people. Okay, they were not able to have such kind of security and fearless life. Okay, but this tribe of Quraysh, Allah give them special favors because of their relationship to Kaaba. But the Quraysh were immune from every danger. They had no fear. Immune from every danger mean, okay, they were not having any danger. Okay, so they were safe. They had no fear of an attack from an enemy. Their caravans, small or big, freely passed on the trade routes everywhere in the country. As soon as it became known about a certain caravan that it belonged to the keepers of the Kaaba, no one could dare touch it with an evil intention. So much so that even if a single Qurayshite was passing on the way, he was allowed to pass unharmed and untouched as soon as the word haram or ana min haramullah, okay, haramullah was heard from him. Whenever he was introducing himself that he came from haram or he is from the Kaaba, so no one was allowed to touch him because of the respect of the Kaaba.
If normal, they're Tilata.
What?
If normal people, if they're normal people, then they're not the Quraysh.
Not correct. Yes, if you can go outside, you go out from any other tribe, they will make you slave and let you serve whole life, sell with the other people. Okay, so or kill you, or do anything, rob you, take everything from you. Okay, but the moment they know that this is from Quraysh who were serving Kaaba, they were respecting them. So this was the Okay.
Central subject. The Quraysh should. Central subject.
Again, we will summarize one more time. So, central subject, I ask Yusuf to again let us know what is the central subject of
The
this surah.
Quraysh should be grateful and worship the Lord of the Kaaba alone.
Okay, what is the central subject of this surah, Abdullah? Ustad Abdullah?
The Quraysh should be grateful and worship the Lord of the Kaaba alone.
Okay, in single line, the central subject of this surah is, Ustad Yusuf?
The Quraysh should be grateful and worship the Lord of the Kaaba alone.
Alone, okay. So why they should be grateful and why they should worship the Lord of Kaaba alone? Because they get two things. One was that
security,
and second, respect. Okay, honor, respect, they got. The blessings of the business trip of Quraish is because of being the custodian of the Kaaba. Okay, who is custodian of two holy mosques now? Whom we say custodian of two holy mosques? King Salman. Okay, King Salman bin Abdul Aziz, he is the custodian of two holy mosques. So all the Muslim world respect them. Okay, Saudi Arabia is respected in all the Muslim world. Okay, once so people know this guy from Saudi Arabia, everybody will respect him. Being Muslim, because they are the custodian of two holy mosques. Even you live in Saudi Arabia and you go any Muslim country, you say, I came from Saudi Arabia, they will respect you.
Even you're not Saudi?
Even you're not Saudi or anywhere, because you belong to Kaaba, because you go there, you made Umrah, you made Hajj, you did Ibadah there, you're related, you have some relation with Kaaba. Okay, and even the people who come from other countries just for sake of Umrah and Hajj, people are respecting them and they're putting, what's that called? They're celebrating, okay, and then receiving them with honor, okay. And you can see, I mean, in pictures also when Hajis from here, they go back to their countries, everybody come on the airport and they receive them with honor and respect because they belong to Kaaba. They came to Kaaba. And what about the people who live there, who safeguard the house of Allah? Okay, so that's why there is a respect. And even you go anywhere in the world, you say, I'm from Saudi Arabia. If the guy is Muslim, he will respect you. Even you're not a Saudi, but you belong to Saudi Arabia because you live near Kaaba, you have chance to worship there, you have chance to pray there, you have some chance in your life to make Umrah there or Hajj there. So that's why people will respect you. And now also Allah gave us security. Okay, we are secure here. Anybody robbed you? Anybody attack our house for last 30 years? Nobody. Okay, no stealing, no robbing, nothing happened for last 30 plus years. If you're living here, okay, so this is secure. So we are also obliged to, should be grateful and worship the Lord of Kaaba. We should also, because Allah gave us security and respect. So we should also give up idol worship, only worship Lord of Kaaba. So idol worship is not only that you see the idol and worship in front of him. Idol worship is also like that. You're doing job of Allah, but in between you bring your own idols. Your hands are tied. You're holding your own things. Okay, you're doing other things. You're not respecting the work of Allah. So that's also kind of, so we have to take care of these things also. If you're working for Allah, you must be totally devoted to Allah. Okay, if you're teaching a class, Ustad Yusuf and Ustad Abdullah, you must be fully concentrating in the class. Okay, and teach. Okay, the way it's taught. Not like that you will be only sitting and just reading, and who will understand that? Okay, so you have to explain very well. Abdullah Yusuf has prepared all these, mashallah. He is the one who is preparing slides for us. Sometimes Ustad Abdullah is preparing slides for us, all these PowerPoint slides. Sometimes he is preparing, sometimes Ustad Yusuf is preparing. And if Ustad Yusuf is preparing, okay, first draft, then Abdullah is finalizing it. Okay, so this is the work you do, and then you should devote totally. You should be devoted during your classes. During the class time, you should be devoted. Very well done, and I really appreciate all your efforts that you took your time in your class. Okay, so please go ahead and
First paragraph, verse 1 to 2. The blessings of the business trips of Quraish is because of being the
custodians of Kaaba, custodians of two holy mosques, custodian of Kaaba. Okay, so this is the word often used. So I explained you custodian of Kaaba. What does it mean? If you live even in Saudi Arabia now, so you are considered as most respected person in the face of this world. All Muslims will respect you because this guy came from Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, where Kaaba is there and Holy Mosque of the Prophet also is there. So that's why you're respected.
Makkah or Medina?
Makkah. In Makkah, and then other one is in Medina. So two, custodian of two holy mosques. That's what he said. Okay, then second paragraph, what does it say, Ustad Abdullah?
Quraish will give up idol worship and worship only the Lord of Kaaba.
Okay, so you should concentrate only for your Allah because of all these favor which Allah has given you. Fearless life. Okay, and most respected ones. Okay, this is what we got or no. Since we came in Saudi Arabia, you born in Saudi Arabia, and you have not seen anything which outsiders see in different countries. What will happen to you? Very rare incidents here so far. Okay, and inshallah Allah will keep it safe until the day of judgment. Understand? So Allah has protected his house from Abraha. So that's why he said that these two surah are very closely related. Surah what? Fil and Surah Quraish. And sometimes even Bismillah is not written in between them. Okay, and sometimes Umar Farooq Razillah Ta'ala Anhu also recited in the prayer these two surah together.
An accident?
Not accident, because these are two closely related. And in one Quran, which was with Ubay bin Ka'b, Razillah Ta'ala Anhu, these surahs are written without Bismillah in between them. So these are very, very closely. And when the Quran was revealed, Sahaba says that these surahs was revealed very close. After Fil, this was revealed. Okay, Quraish. Okay, so that's why these are in the Fil, Allah protected his house, and in Quraish, Allah gave respect to the people who try to protect house of Allah. So Allah will respect you. Allah will honor you if you try to protect the limits set by Allah. Whatever Allah's rules, if you try to protect those rules, Allah will honor you, respect you. He'll put respect in the eyes of the people. Why people will respect you? Because now you're doing job for Allah. Okay, you're in this class. You're reading Quran of Allah, book of Allah. So everybody respects you all around the world. You are most respected Ustad Yusuf. You are most respected Ustad Abdullah. Whole world respect you. They like you. Okay? They view, they listen, they sit down. Why? Because you're related to the book of Allah. Kalamullah, Quran. That's a great honor. Let's move forward.
So today we have learned Surah Al-Quraish, Abdullah and Yusuf.
Thank you.
وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله تعالى على خلق محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.